On behalf of Jeannie's immediate family, Katie and Pierre, Tommy, Jen, and Solomon, her siblings, myself, Edward, and Marguerite, and their spouses, and the rest of the family, we want to thank you all for being here. We also want to thank the IHM community for all the support they have provided. The outpouring of comments have been extremely heartwarming for the family. We also are appreciative of dedicating the school play to Miss Jeannie and for letting the school community share in the Mass today. It is a great tribute to see so many people here for the service. The reasons you all love Miss Jeannie are the same reasons we love her. She was fun, kind, and generous. Jeannie was loved by many, and make no mistake about it, we all knew whenever Jeannie was around. Her unforgettable laugh and zest for life will always be ingrained in my memories. In my mind now, though, Jeannie will always be forever young. Here are a few examples. Did you know that when Jeannie was 10 and I was just a baby, Jeannie got a parakeet named Lucky, and by the time I was old enough to remember anything, she had taught that parakeet how to talk, how to ride our dad's model trains, and how to push a ping pong ball through a wooden block maze. It was pretty incredible watching my sister tell that tiny parakeet what to do, and it would do it. And did you know that when she returned from her college graduation trip around the entire U.S. with her dear friend Lindsay, she returned with Moses the cat, who she and Lindsay had picked up along the way and somehow taught it how to fetch. It always impressed my friends whenever I showed them that our cat could fetch like a dog. Now, Jeannie's knack for teaching wasn't limited to animals. I'm sure she has taught many of you how to play a game or two. How many of you can say that Jeannie taught you how to play a game? Let me see a show of hands. Wow. Just what I thought. Now, more importantly, how many of you can say she taught you how to play a game better than you used to play? Well, you're not alone. When I was very young, probably not soon after I learned how to read and write, Jeannie taught me how to play Scrabble, which we enjoyed as a family quite a bit. A while later, when I was 11 or 12 in the summertime, I would wait up for her to come home at night from her job at the Dutch Pantry restaurant where she worked, so we could play another game. She would oblige and play with me as long as I made her a cup of tea. She was famous for asking people to make her a cup of tea before anything happened. She would usually help me with my letters, and we would blatantly scan the dictionary for help, since this was well before phones with word sheets and unscrambled maps. But in typical Jeannie fashion, ultimately, it wasn't about who won or lost, even though I always wanted to win. It was about what the best combined score we could get. After living in Maryland for a while, when Jeannie moved back to Delaware with Tom into their home in Grayling Crest, and I was in college, they opened their house to me and many of my friends on Friday nights, where we played games until all hours of the night. Not quite sure how they dealt with Katie and Tommy after some of those, in the morning after some of those late nights, but all in all, I think they turned out okay. Jeannie wasn't all fun and games though. She was always very respected wherever she worked. Jeannie got me a job as a banquet waiter at the DuPont Country Club, where she worked in the accounting office, and I know a lot of people here worked with her at the country club. The head chef at the time, some of you may have mentioned walking through the line, was notorious for being mean and giving the waitstaff a hard time. He was so tough that after just a few interactions with him, I remember having nightmares about him. That was until he found out I was Jeannie's brother. Once he found that out, he treated me very well, thanks to Jeannie. Later, when Patty and I would host family get-togethers at our home in West Grove, Patty would famously start flicking the lights to let everyone know it was time to go. But Jeannie would usually hang around and play a game or two of Scrabble with me, just for old time's sake. When Jeannie turned 50, we had just opened a pool at our house, and Jeannie, being forever young, did a backflip off the diving board to celebrate her 50th birthday. It certainly wasn't the cleanest dive. And maybe it was more like a three-quarter flip than a full flip, but she did it. After retirement, she stayed young by working here in the aftercare program. And as I can see, it is obvious that many of you have enjoyed Jeannie's young persona and learned to have fun with her as much as I did. So in closing, I want to leave you with some words from Forever Young, one of her favorite Rod Stewart songs. And I will quote, not sing, from the first verse. I think this is very fitting as we reflect on Jeannie's life. May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam. And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified, and true, and do unto others as you have done to you. Be great and be great. And in my heart you will stay forever.